Hello, friends. Today, the name of the story is Lost Youth. Young Oliver was a spirited and joyful boy, brimming with life and laughter. He reveled in playing with his companions, exploring the world around him, and learning new things. His parents cherished him, and he was the apple of their eye. However, when Oliver was just 8 years old, his life took a tragic turn. His parents were tragically killed in a car accident, leaving him orphaned and alone. He was sent to live with his aunt and uncle, who were kind but stern. Oliver's new home was a far cry from the loving and nurturing environment he had been accustomed to. His aunt and uncle were distant and cold, and they often made him feel unwelcome. They expected him to behave impeccably and never question their authority. Oliver felt like he had lost everything: his parents, his friends, his happy childhood. He was no longer the carefree boy he once was. Instead, he was withdrawn, quiet, and filled with sadness. One day, Oliver was walking home from school when he spotted an elderly woman sitting on a park bench. The woman was knitting a sweater, and she seemed to be lost in her thoughts. Oliver was drawn to the woman's gentle demeanor and decided to sit down beside her. They engaged in conversation, and Oliver found himself opening up to her about his life. The woman listened attentively and with understanding. She revealed that she had also lost her parents at a young age, and she understood the pain he was experiencing. She offered Oliver words of comfort and encouragement, and Oliver felt a glimmer of hope for the first time in a long while. The woman, whose name was Mrs. Thompson, became a surrogate grandmother to Oliver. She welcomed Oliver into her home and treated him like one of her own. Oliver finally felt like he belonged. Mrs. Thompson helped Oliver to heal from his grief. Mrs. Thompson helped Oliver to heal from his grief. She taught him the importance of forgiveness and acceptance. She also encouraged Oliver to pursue his dreams, no matter what they were. Oliver flourished under Mrs. Thompson's care. He made new friends, excelled in school, and discovered a passion for writing. He was no longer the sad and lonely boy he had once been. Instead, he was a confident, happy, and well-adjusted young man. Oliver and Mrs. Thompson remained close throughout Oliver's life. They were more like mother and son than grandmother and grandson. Mrs. Thompson was always there for Oliver, through thick and thin. She was his confidant, his advisor, and his biggest cheerleader. When Mrs. Thompson passed away, Oliver was heartbroken. However, he was also grateful for the time he had spent with her. Mrs. Thompson had taught him so much about life, and he would never forget her. Inspired by Mrs. Thompson's kindness, Oliver decided to devote his life to helping others. He became a social worker, working with children who had been orphaned or abused. Oliver was determined to make a difference in the lives of these children. He wanted to give them the same love and support that Mrs. Thompson had given him. Oliver was a natural at his job. He had a way of connecting with children and making them feel understood. He was also a fierce advocate for their rights. Over the years, Oliver helped countless children heal from their traumatic experiences. He gave them hope for the future and showed them that they were not alone. At conclusion, children, do you know? Oliver's story is a testament to the power of love, hope, and resilience. Despite losing his parents at a young age, he was able to overcome his grief and build a happy and fulfilling life. He also found a way to pay it forward by helping others who were facing similar challenges. Oliver's story is an inspiration to us all. It reminds us that even in the darkest of times, there is always hope. and that we can all make a difference in the lives of others. If you like this story, please share and subscribe.